Yes, I fully know that this will bless whoever it is meant to, and if this is meant for you, then it will. If it's not meant for you, it will be meant for you with time. Your time will come whereby you will need it. So here, as I'm breaking down what it means to have peace, what it means to have satisfaction, what it means to experience the gratitude, the satisfaction, the fully coming of the inner security in you, just like how it was difficult for me and how it won't be difficult for you, because everything is being broken down into your simplest form, that even through your journey of skill acquisition you'll be understanding whatever is going on and knowing that this is a pattern that you have to interfere and create the pattern that you need, knowing that this is a program that you have to crack into and move through. If the program that you are moving in is not the program that you're meant to live by, then you crack into it and move into the program that you're meant to live by. So like earlier explained in the different videos, then we are living by two programs. So there is the normal program, the human body timing that we live by, and also there is the God-given timing. And with the God-given timing, reading through Ephesians 2:10, you see that this timing has already been put into existence. Everything already exists, and the parts have also been structured out well. So you live a time after time. So that's why I say that by you reaching at this level and watching this video that you're watching, or listening to this content that you're listening to, or reading this content that you're reading, it's not by mistake, it's by divine nature that you have to be here. It's by God's coded time that you have to be here, so as to get more of the resources that you need to move for the next levels that you have to. So when it comes to this skill acquisition levels, especially when you're in the business sector, because there is nothing that needs a lot of skill acquisition like business. You know, to just do one thing you need about 5 skills to manipulate it, and that these 5 skills, they are extremely new to your brain, and now you have to also persuade your brain into understanding them, and through understanding them, that's when you become good. But at first you'll be sucking. And remember, as usually I said, you need 20 hours of focus on a certain skill to be good at it, and 100 to be an expert at it. But then we usually delay in the first, to make the first 1 hour of this skill acquisition business moving forward. But then, yes, like I did fail enough times, and through the failures learned. You see, the coding of the life that you're moving through, it already exists. But then this life that already exists, for you to fully understand it, then you need to know of your identity, what your identity is. Whom are you? You see, it's like when you're trying, like moving from the room, from one end of the room, and moving to your bedroom, how easy it is. You see, it is much easier when there is lighting, but when there is no light, you might find yourself in the washrooms or the kitchen. let's say this room was a new room, you have been in a new house and you haven't figured out everything, your mind is not yet at the same vibration with everything that is moving on. It's not at the same frequency, it's not resonating together with all the sectors that you're moving through. So the identity has to be the first thing, and by you understanding the identity, then you can connect the dots going back. I fully understand that to some level you have heard of connecting dots from the behind, like Steve Jobs did. He would start from the end and connect the dots going backwards. And connecting dots, this is, I know as of now you seem to have understood what I'm saying, but surely you haven't understood. But the moment you watch this video, like, let's say 10 times consistently, 10 times, this is when everything starts igniting. Remember, this is your brain. Your brain has not been used with such kind of information, so at first it sees things that are totally new. It's like the first time you saw one of your friends, the face that you saw on them is not the same face that you saw on them like on the fourth time. They had a different face, and this is the face that you've come to get used to. But the first face is not the face that you're seeing as of now. You see, this is not because they changed or any other stuff, but the awareness of the mind, the conscious awareness of this mind of ours into getting to understand what has been provided. It's how it goes. So without moving far from what had brought me for this video, the thing is, this peace, creating peace, creating this gratitude, it is, you see, let's imagine we have these two kind of levels. Through my hand, we have this level down, and there is another level up. So the level down, it is a human being, your human nature, and the level up, it is a spiritual nature. We live in two times, but you create whatever you create because it has already been created in this spiritual nature, the God-given nature. You cannot access what God has not given to you. That's a lie. You cannot pray to have what has not been provided to you. You only pray, you have the consciousness to pray for the thing that God has given to you. If God had not given it to you, then you wouldn't pray for it in the first case. Even though you're trying to desire, only that you're having the wrong desires of something. Let's say the desires are negative, they are evil. Those evil desires, they are meant to be good, but then through your pride and ego, they have been twisted. They have been twisted for you to see them in a negative way. You understand what I'm saying? So everything has been provided, but when it is corrupted, that's when you see it in an evil way. But it is always in a positive way. Now, going back to what I'm doing here, what I'm trying to explain, this gratitude that you're looking for in this realm, it already happened. It already exists. Remember, through the work of the cross, Christ himself said, "It is finished." By saying it is finished, he means everything as it was meant to be has been reorganized. So by you praying, you're just coming to connect into what has already been done. You know, it is easier to get or to receive what has been provided than to look for what has not been provided. It requires a lot of energy to get and look for what has not been provided and to make it happen. But then if you already know that this thing already happened, it already exists, then this is when you have this spiritual awakening, the understanding of what already exists. These are not new things because they already happened. Whatever I'm saying is not new to me, but it already happened long time. I had it already, but then maybe I had not come to the awakening, to the understanding, the fully understanding of whatever I'm saying. And to some point, maybe as you're also trying to digest whatever I'm trying to release, you digest it according to the level of understanding that you have when it comes to this sector. But then the more you put that content into your head, then the more this spirit of yours starts to awaken and understand what has been provided. In short, even me as I'm saying whatever I'm saying, there are things that I will come to understand with time that I'm saying now, but then the power that goes with them, I might also come to the understanding of them with time, later with time. So this is the point. This is how the spiritual nature works. So whatever has been manifested in this human realm, in your body, whatever you have in your body, whatever you have achieved, whatever you have attained, whatever you can focus on in your human life, it is a portion of the understanding of what has already happened in the spiritual world, in the spiritual realm. So basically, as I try breaking down this gratitude thing, this gratitude portion, there is no any other way of me breaking it down for you but by telling you that this is something that you're not trying to create, but it is something that already exists. So it is you just requiring this motion of moving and receiving it, conceiving it, getting the power and the strength to conceive it. Just like Sarah was told that she's going to produce a son, but then not until it was 14 years she managed to conceive this seed that was planted into her by God. So conceiving, understanding, the fully awakening, the realization of something, it comes with power. It comes with fully getting control of whatever you are trying to get, whatever you're trying to understand. So basically, I think I have tried to communicate in a way that you can digest whatever I'm trying to deliver. And if at all you have not digested it properly, then you need to rewash and then rewash, because this is something that I cannot fully explain because I don't have the fully utterances of uttering out what I'm trying to deliver, but it is your spirit that has to teach you whatever I'm communicating. That spirit in you, it has the full understanding of whatever you want to create, whatever you have in need. And through my communications, your spirit starts to script out what is meant to be useful for you through visuals, through many visuals, these images that have been planted on your mind as I was speaking, those images that keep on lighting on your mind. This way that comes, these teachings, it's your spirit that is now coming to the awaken. When your spirit comes to awaken, it now starts teaching your subconscious mind, and this subconscious mind will now take it as your new identity. Now, to show you that you're now of a different identity, by just focusing for these 15 minutes, if you're to check for the past 15 minutes, they were enough for you to forget about whatever you were trying to concentrate on, whatever your problem was, whatever your issues were, and you had to immediately connect into this time, the focus of trying to understand your real identity, your new personality. And so it happens because most people who are suffering with mental tortures, ADD, ADHD, the other problems like let's say stress, anxiety, it is just that it's where you have put your focus. But by twisting your focus and moving from your brain, then connecting to whatever has been provided to you by your spiritual nature, what God has given to you, what God has ordained for you to live by, then you can create this life that you really wanted for you to have. And you can work harder than others, not because you are a hard worker, but by the grace of God, you have come to understand what was meant for you. And that is basically what Jesus meant to do, what he delivered through his teachings, what Paul was trying to explain, as he said, whoever receives Christ is a new creature, a creature born of God. You see, he never said you are a new human being, you are a new person. He said you are a new creature born of God. New creature, it means you are now something that now exists as a new being. Like, let's say these times when, if you watch soccer, when it is a soccer match and it comes to time of substitution, the incoming player and the outcoming player, they meet at the line, at the substitution line. When they meet, they immediately change. One moves in, another one out. And so it happens when you receive Christ, it is you that moves out and Christ moves in. It is now God in your body. So it is God functioning in your body. But then you're fully awakening, conceiving, understanding of what is going on. It is what determines the start of the manifestation of this power, of this life, of this good life in you, the life that was ordained for you to live. I know you must be confused, or you must have understood whatever, but then you have to keep on meditating on whatever you've had, and also read the word, because it is the one that will charge you. The word, the writings of the word of the Bible, they are spirit in nature, and they only talk to your spirit, because if your spirit understands, then it immediately comes, teaches your subconscious mind, reprograms it, and within no time you find out that the things that were your problems are no longer your problems. The things that you focused on creating are no longer the things you try focusing on, but they already exist. You already have them. You have already achieved them in this normal life also. So basically, allow me to stop here, and if at all you have anything you want to ask, because I want to be producing content that really aligns with your needs, your problems, because it is these problems that through having them sorted, I can do whatever I'm ordained to do by divine nature, by God's purpose, by God's will. I don't know what your thoughts are, what your plans are, but then by me giving you a hint of whatever you need, then more can be done for you as God tries to teach you through me. So more content is coming, more fresh content is coming, more good content is coming. Make sure you subscribe, because it's you who will miss out. Don't allow yourself to miss out from this wheel that is moving at this terrible speed. Yeah, even though you haven't understood, do subscribe, activate the notification bell. You understand with time. Understanding at the first instance is not a must, but understanding comes along. As teachings go on, understanding comes along. And also subscribing helps your other fellows who are of the same mind, same likelihood, that they will come to the realization of the algorithms, will come to understanding of what this kind of information is, and then delivering it to other people. So it will be selfish of us not subscribing and letting our other fellows maybe who are supposed to be helped by this information keep out of this wheel. So basically, this is the short information that I have for you. I see it is going into 20 minutes, 25 minutes, but then I call it short because if I was meant to talk, I'm good at yapping. I would yap for even 3 hours, but then let's keep it this short. And as I bring on more for you, making you understand whom you really are, your real identity, as I continue to also understand my real identity, because I also come to more understanding of whom I am through delivering this content. And also as I try helping you get this content, you also understand more of yourself. Please do subscribe. Don't leave without subscribing. Yeah, with time we are hitting that 5M mark. Nice time. Stay blessed.